Initiating podcast download. Prepare yourself. Put on your spandex. Lace up your boots. Wrap your wrists. Hide your razor blade. Head to gorilla position. Grease up your hair. Apply baby oil. Okay, apply more baby oil. Get into gimmick. Keep your ears open and your mouth shut. Have fun and be safe out there, brother. Welcome to I'm on Wrestling. Now your host, Gregory Iron.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Iron on Wrestling with Gregory Iron. I'm your host, Gregory Iron. This is episode 314. So fresh and so clean. I've definitely done that one before, but I did it again. I'm sorry. It's been a long weekend. I'm tired, but I'm here. It was my birthday this weekend. It was kind of nice. I didn't mind that too much. I can't believe I'm 39 years old.
Pardon the interruption.
Hello.
Aaron Bauer in the building. I heard something about a birthday. Somebody said something about fired up.
Not fired up. There's no candles.
Okay. No candles. Okay.
Lit.
They don't make that many candles.
Yeah, I think
you
I'm at the age.
You could have got the gimmicks where it's just the number 3 and a number 9 or whatever.
Yeah, I just burped into the mic. I don't know if you heard.
Congratulations.
Pretty gross.
Congratulations on all your success.
Yeah, we're at the age where you don't get a bunch of candles anymore. No one's going to give you 39 candles. Yeah. It would be nice if someone did. I feel like that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it seems dangerous to me.
No one got me cake. I got myself.
I thought you got cake this weekend.
I did not. I got. I just winked at Aaron because that's what Ben Boone does when you out Ben Boone about something, which we won't talk about on the show. Even though he doesn't know that you know exactly, he will wink at you, and you'll be like, "Wait, why did he wink at me for something?" What? I'm really confused. I had for my birthday from this place, 95 Nutrition in Buffalo, a piece of Oreo cream pie, protein Oreo cream pie. It was very good, very delicious. 20 grams of protein.
People love Oreos, man.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but
how do you not get it?
I don't know. Maybe if I'm dunking in milk. Also, I don't eat chocolate, but I do like those golden ones from time to time. They just recently had a pumpkin pie flavored and a blueberry flavored.
You do anything pumpkin pie, I'm there.
These are okay.
You know who's a big Oreo guy that you probably wouldn't guess?
Dave Bautista.
I don't know that for a fact, but Vincent Nothing.
Oh,
big,
the same guy.
Big Oreo guy.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like I think my whole thing is I like a soft cookie. I don't want one that I gotta crunch into. I want it to be soft, like it just come out of the oven. A lot of times when I'd go to Subway years ago when I worked there, I'd go through the drive-thru and I'd order 3 oatmeal raisin cookies, put them in the microwave for 15 seconds, please.
A good Subway cookie, like a soft cookie in general, is delicious. But also, you make the cookie a little softer by dipping it in milk. Yeah. What kind of monster are you?
No, I love dipping. Yeah. It's okay.
Anyways, I had these Oreo protein pies. My brother Mike took me to Texas Roadhouse. Very nice. I ate way too many biscuits. I feel like you go there for the biscuits, and you're like, can I also get like a side of steak, I guess?
Yeah.
I'm okay with these biscuits.
Can I get a to-go box for my steak?
Yeah, because I probably ate like 6 biscuits by the time the steak
those are
got
rolls,
there.
Though.
Roll, whatever.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
But it's the cinnamon butter, right, that gets you. I think that's the main thing. The rolls are delicious, fine. I probably don't even need that cinnamon butter on it, but the cinnamon butter is amazing.
They sell the butter at the store now.
Yeah.
Why are they doing this?
Oh, man.
Why?
Because they want to make America unhealthy again.
Oh, okay.
We just got the problem cleaned up, and now we're gonna offer cinnamon butter in our grocery aisles.
Damn you, RFK! What are you doing?
Aisle 8.
What else? Yeah. So I went to Texas Roadhouse. Nothing crazy.
So what'd you get at the Texas Roadhouse besides the
I got a steak.
rolls.
I got
You did
like
get
a
steak.
like one of those individually cut sirloin steaks, like 11 ounces, so it's less fat, and some green beans and a baked potato. Nothing crazy. But the highlight was seeing my niece, because specifically to pop me, my brother had a jacket on her, and then he did the big reveal, because for Christmas, and I haven't seen her yet, she was wearing the shirt that I bought her that said had Billy Madison's face, and it says he just called the shit poop.
Yeah.
So I was very happy about that, and I took a nice little picture of her next to my Billy Madison poster in my living room, gifted to me from Sam from Patreon, and very, very adorable photos. Good seeing my niece. She was at the house for the first time she's been in the house, so she kept going up to my little heater, my little entertainment stand heater, and just kept pressing the button. So I'm sure that's broken now, because she just kept turning it on and off and on and off and on and off, and it was something. But it was a pretty uneventful birthday. I got a video from Quill as well.
Oh, nice.
Little Quill sent me a happy birthday Greg video. He sung it to me a little bit, and then he blew me a kiss.
So he's talking now?
Oh yeah,
Does he
talks a
walk
lot.
yet?
Oh yeah, he's walking a lot. He had a lot of steps in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, every time, I guess Johnny tells me every time a plane flies over, he thinks it's Uncle Greg in the plane, which that's not how that works.
Why? What do you think that?
He just
Did
thinks.
you travel by plane?
Yeah,
Okay.
but he also, like, I don't think he gets the concept that, like, the plane goes places. I think he just thinks like I'm in the area, and I just go fly. I fly in a plane occasionally up in the sky. He's like, come down and hang out.
You know why? Because he's picturing you on clouds.
Okay. I don't think that's the case. Real quick too, I forgot. Night before my birthday, I went to go to the NXT show in Cleveland. That was nice, especially since I didn't have to buy tickets. Which, do you know what the cheapest ticket for NXT was?
$70.
$96.
Whoa.
For like nosebleed in the Agora.
Man, I think we. Nope, we never paid. I was gonna say, when we took Michael Holly, it was like $10 or so, $11 for a ticket.
Yeah,
and it was $25 to park.
yeah. Well, yeah, $96 for the cheapest ticket at NXT. So I was like, no, thank you. So Johnny happened to be on the show, so I ended up taking my buddy Ron from high school. Nice little gift for him, sitting with Mommy Gargano, and the NXT show was okay. I think the highlight of the night was and surreal. The main event was Ethan Page versus Johnny Gargano. Mm-hmm. I mean, that used to happen all the time in AIW. Yeah. Now it's like headlining a WWE show
in Cleveland.
I
thought that was a great story
there.
Yeah. Just for them to come back.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's full circle or if that's a 180. Either way, they're doing a damn thing.
Yeah.
Ethan Page right now is on top of the world. He should have been John Cena's final opponent. I mean, he's just red hot right now. Not at WWE level, though, so I get it. But I would like to see Ethan Page versus John Cena.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably not going to get it, but would be nice. He should be on the main roster sooner rather than later, I would think. But they're probably going to, Sean probably wants him on NXT for as long as he can have him, right?
Yeah.
One more quick highlight from that show. I want to point out that I got to see former guest of the show. He's in Dark State now. His WWE NXT name is like Saquon Sugars. He was Lucky Ali when we had him on the show. I wrestled him a couple years ago in Cincinnati. And apparently Johnny was telling me he wrestled him on a couple nights of the NXT tour because they were in Columbus and Detroit as well. And he said he was a good kid, listened real well and everything. And I really put him over. And I feel like just watching him live and in person that once they break up Dark State or whatever, Lucky is going to break out on his own. He's going to be a big star. He's got a lot of potential. He's a good kid.
Good.
How was your weekend? You're getting ready. You want to talk about it? You're getting ready to move.
Yeah. I'm going to move.
Yeah.
So
moving and a shaking.
Yep. Getting ready. Put the house on the market. We live in a world that's too expensive for a guy like me.
What? What are you talking about? I watch the news and prices are just going down, down, down. That's what they tell me on Fox News.
Yeah.
Everything's down.
Well, I don't know.
Is that not true?
I don't see. I had to stop buying things because they were too expensive.
Oh,
so
are you saying Fox News lies?
No. They're strictly an entertainment channel.
Okay.
So, yeah, property taxes are up. This equipment that I need to do some minor repairs in the house. All that's up. And, maybe the raccoons are coming back.
Maybe.
So
Maybe can't have that.
No, so I got to go. You can't be sitting in there. When the people came through to take a tour of the house last week, it was, they said, "Oh, well, this bathroom here, it looks like this the ceiling has been patched." And I said, "Yes, that's true." They said, "Was that water damage?" And I said, "No, those raccoons." I opened the bathroom door to go to the bathroom, and I saw a raccoon looking at me, and I no longer had to go to the bathroom because I had already done it in my pants.
Yeah, raccoon just peeking right out of the ceiling.
But so I don't know. Looking forward to, making the move, I guess.
Well, as you were packing, you found some stuff that you're sending me pictures
Yes.
of. And the thing that piqued my interest the most that I wanted to talk about first, before we talk about the main subject of the show, which, later we will be trying to book AJ Styles last year in WWE, assuming that he does it the same way that John Cena is going to do it, which might be the new business model for guys who are healthy and are ready to retire. It's probably a pretty sound business model when it comes to making money. We will talk about that later in the show. We will, of course, will be doing a free bonus episode where we answer some of your questions over on patreon.com/Iron Wrestling. We will also be in the paid tier, which starts at $3. We'll be reviewing the Crown Jewel show. We'll be talking about the TNA Bound for Glory pay-per-view and a bunch of other stuff that we will not talk about on the regular podcast, starting at $3 for the audio, $5 for any video we upload in advance, $9 is the preferred tier, where we talk live once a month, which we just did this past Sunday for my birthday, and it was a very nice, intimate discussion. And of course, Howard Animal Steel tier, $25 and up, and you will receive something in the mail, which it was supposed to come last month. It's on its way this week. You'll be getting that in the mail. So thank you guys that are up in that tier. And thanks for supporting the show. And make sure you subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already, wherever you download podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave some comments. Leave some reviews. It creates visibility for the podcast. But talking about the thing you found, unpacking, what do you got for me?
Well, I think this blew my mind right away because I remember signing up for this, getting it in the mail in maybe 1990, 91.
Wait, no, that couldn't be.
No?
Right? 96.
96?
Yeah, because I remember the
okay.
commercials running when he came back for that run on WWF television.
Well, this is Warriors World. This is a pamphlet on joining the Ultimate Warriors world. And it says, "The destiny created by a bond, refusing to die, between those who will always believe."
So was this first of all,
This was before he died.
so obviously, tell me why you sent away for this. How did you know this was a thing? And is this it to do with the school? Because I thought
Yeah.
they were sending out shit for Warrior University, but it says Warriors World.
Yeah, and then it's addressed from Ultimate Creations, Inc.,
Okay.
DBA Warrior World, Scottsdale Road, Scottsdale, Arizona.
Interesting.
So let's see.
Well, how did you see that? Was it the commercial on TV or what?
No. I think this was Aftermag.
Okay.
Probably had something, or I had read about it maybe in one of the dirt sheets. If you're saying 96, I was getting the dirt sheets then.
Gotcha.
So I probably heard about it there and figured, man, I got to check this out.
Okay.
'Cause I don't even know if it was if it was money involved. I think you just joined the club and then they sent you the catalog and then you bought things like this, the Warrior Workout. It's $24.95. It's a VHS.
Do you know anything about that workout?
Didn't you show me some stuff before?
I might have, but
Yeah.
read the description of what it says that tape is exactly.
Intensity in exercise becomes a priority when motivated by the of a warrior. It's his face paint. It's his design.
It's just a what?
By the design of his face paint of a warrior.
Maybe it's the design of a warrior. Okay, because
And
it's
then
got the
under
drawing of the artwork of the supposed tape. I don't know if the actual tape looks like the artwork that's in this photo, but it's a elaborate drawing of the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, and then it says, "You wanted it? You had to have it? Now you can get it. Check this out. With the recent opening of Warrior University, the world's only full-scale professional wrestling school, the professor of intensity, the warrior himself, knew the students would expect him to be pumped up and full-blown, ready to rock and roll. Watch the warrior like you've never seen him before. See the warrior immersed in his very own warrior workout. The blood, the sweat, the tears of the one and only WARRIOR! Exclamation point.
Good Lord.
See him pump the blood. Watch his body flood with sweat.
Okay, that's better. Okay.
Imagine the tears of those who will soon face him. The most awesome, and awesome is capitalized and misspelled.
How's it spelled?
AWSOME.
Okay.
The most awesome workout video ever made. 3 exclamation points. Feel the power. Special guest appearance by Warrior Man, who is also known as the warrior within all of us.
Okay. So when you see that tape, you're imagining, maybe you're thinking about buying that tape. When you see a warrior workout video, what do you think you would get out of that tape when purchasing it? You're putting it in. What are you preparing for in this venture?
It's got to be like balls to the wall workout, right? Like Ultimate Warrior's entrance or his promos. It's got to be out there. It's got to be intense.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, like he runs you through the workout. Like he explains to you what he's doing.
Well, yeah. He's going to explain why.
Yeah.
He's advocating for such a high.
Sure. Which, by the way, $24.95 for that tape in 1996. He doesn't explain anything in the tape. What you just described is exactly what the tape is. He shows up in a truck, okay, and he goes into a building, and then with metal music in the background, he just works out for like, I think 40 minutes. It's just him working out. Like a montage of him lifting weights and yelling.
Yeah.
And then it kind of ends with a random voicemail picking up, like leave a message for the warrior. And then it's like a collection agency trying to collect a debt from the Ultimate Warrior. And that they're like going to shut down the tape or something. And I think the person announces themselves as kayfabe in the tape, of course. That hasn't been overdone at all. It is very awkward, and it's available now on YouTube. Actually, we uploaded the clip of the debt collector calling to collect over on the Iron on Wrestling YouTube channel. But yeah, $24.95 for that tape in 96, and you just get to watch Ultimate Warrior workout. What else comes in this pamphlet?
Who's drawing these pictures? There's several drawn pictures of the Ultimate Warrior.
Well, I think
he doesn't have just a 6-pack. He has like a
that's fucking crazy.
Pack.
Can I hold this? Look at it. Yeah. This is crazy because
take pictures of it, post it, so that people know what we're talking about.
It's not the same artist that did the comic, though. It looks like on the red paper that you have that maybe that could have been the person that did the comic that he would come out with that year. But so the Green Warrior World pamphlet that it comes with. On the back, of course, we just read the warrior workout, but on the inside, there's an incredible drawing. I mean, even though it's super unrealistic, it does look sweet. Ultimate Warrior is holding up what looks to be the WWF Championship belt without the WWF logo on it. It says Warrior's Warehouse, Warrior Workout, Warrior and Self-Belief, posters, Warrior and his Harley. These are things you could buy. Now, you can't see them because they're all drawings that just say Warrior Workout. $5 each for these posters, or 3 for $12. He's got Warrior University t-shirts that you could buy. From your favorite alma mater, choose from 2 logos, $20. 6 sizzling photos. The only 6-pack you'll ever need, 8x10 assorted variety, $20. Doesn't say that he signed them. He's got a Warrior hat. I think it's the same Warrior hat that he might have wore on TV when he got hit by King Lawler. $20, forwards, backwards. You can wear it both ways, just so you know. What a way to try to sell the hat. Like, wait, what? It's a reversible hat? Yeah, you can turn it backwards, and you have 2 different hats. It also has a T-shirt with the writing on it that says, T-shirts with the life of the one and only Warrior's blood, sweat, and tears. Wait, what? I don't think he literally means he's putting his blood, sweat, and tears on it, but who knows? Warrior was a weird guy. Warrior's training belts, hand-collected and autographed. Feel the power. Actually, that would have been fucking cool.
Yeah.
$75. And then, it says spanning the globe, collected through journeys worldwide, thousands of tees. Oh, wow. So this blood, sweat, and tears T-shirt thing, it says thousands of tees, each personally autographed with quotes of warrior wisdom. Either he went around buying shirts and just signing them and selling them for $40, or maybe these were some of his shirts that he was just trying to get rid of that he like wore when traveling. And he's like, oh, fucking $40. Like his wife, Dana's yelling at him like, get these fucking clothes out of the house, goddammit. And he's like, yeah, I'll just sell them from the warrior world. Okay, and so the inside of this says, hello, brother and sister warriors. It's interesting. Warrior style of writing here, by the way, is very Donald Trumpish.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I did notice that.
Yeah. Although it's been nearly 3 years, your letters and cards keep coming. Not a day goes by I don't think of you and remember. The memories of those days will never fade. But reliving them is something we have to stop. The reality of it all is this. Vince is a control freak. And I'm not going to let anybody control me or the destiny I have to realize. Okay, so this has to be right before he goes back to WWF because there's no way he's there in 96 trying to promote his school and then he's writing this in a booklet that says Vince is a control freak. Okay, hold on. As I look further ahead, I could probably pinpoint the date on here. At this time, negotiations with WCW are at a standstill, but I promise to keep you posted. Now, before I continue, I'm imagining what was happening. I think this is 95. Because this is around the time they do the Renegade thing, right? And I think that's when they're trying to like sucker him in. And then, of course, WCW TV tricks us into thinking, Hogan's got a warrior coming for backup, and it's the Renegade. I am, on the other hand, back in the ring for Battle and Challenge through a promotion running in Las Vegas, Nevada, and Phoenix, Arizona. Now, I believe, I could be mistaken, but off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure he worked that show in 1995. So that would put the time frame where this is.
Was that the NWF? Do you
yes,
remember?
I think you're exactly right. I've also thrown my entire being into the business aspects of this promotion, i.e. TV production, promoting shows. Although I have no aspirations to compete with WWF or NWC, what the fuck is NWC? Like, why would he acknowledge, what is NWC?
That's not WCW. That's not NWA.
No. That's
I don't
weird.
know.
Maybe it was a typo or something. I will now be able to make available to you, my brothers and sisters who always believe, videotapes of my challenges within the wrestling ring. Oh my God, I can't even imagine what that even means. If he's sending out a $25 tape in 95, which without looking up, I would say in today's money is at least 60 to 80 bucks. Okay. Mm-hmm. What the fuck would a video from Warrior of his quote unquote challenges in the ring look like when he's not even actively wrestling? There's plenty of talent out there that I'm looking forward to trying on for size, so to speak. So look forward to that. Las Vegas will also be an excellent place for the students of my wrestling school, Warrior University, to get their feet wet as they pursue their dream of becoming a superstar pro wrestler. I feel like we're going to have a follow-up on this because he's got to find it. Lars Rockney told me he applied for the Ultimate Warrior's wrestling school.
Yeah.
And he got a letter back from Ultimate Warrior. So that in itself is pretty interesting. And he says he still has it. So to continue, I've got a new full-blown, he put full-blown in quotes for some reason, on the rack at your local comic book store comic book coming out hopefully by January. Be sure to check it out. All kinds of things are happening at Warriors World. We hope to be able to send you some Warrior wisdom with the most recent happenings here at Warriors World every 3 months. Updates with Warrior and always believe avenues to follow. With the release, finally, of my Warrior workout number 1, how fucking long did it take to come out with this video? It's just you working out for fucking 45 minutes. What the fuck? It also seems appropriate to voice some wisdom and discipline, more specifically, physical discipline. You want in your face? You want the truth? Of course you do. You live life as a warrior. If you don't have physical discipline in your life, you lose. You will get beat by any challenge, physical or mental, that comes your way. Exercise is and should be an important part of your life, just like brushing your teeth. When you see the changes you create in your body, you can't help but believe with even greater strength in yourself and the things you can accomplish in your life. No matter what your physical stature is now, I want you to stop procrastinating. Forget about what others think. Be strong of mind, and soon you will be strong of body. Get physically disciplined right now. All these words from Warriors World are for the reinforcement we all need to stay positive and in an always believe state of mind. Check out the photos and posters with inspirational warrior wisdom. Get the workout video. You never let me let myself down. Let me and Warriors World help you. You are important. I won't tolerate you believing anything else. Always believe Warrior, and not his actual signature, just a photocopied signature on the pamphlet here. That's pretty cool. So what's on the red sheet that you got over there that came with it?
Well, there's a drawing of the Ultimate Warrior.
Which I do believe that's actually from the comic book,
okay.
yes.
And then on the back it says Ultimate Creations Inc. is proud to introduce Warrior. Only one man could bring him to life, the creator of intensity unchallenged upon the canvas of a wrestling ring. Now, watch as the very same one and only Warrior releases his creative powers upon the canvas of this one-of-a-kind comic book presentation. Watch and read. Check it out as the Warrior inspires via the power and dreams of a warrior that always believes. And watch the Warrior face the challenge of today, his day, with strength, courage, and wisdom.
Okay.
You want to see the Warrior bad? Observe, he shows no mercy to those who cross his line. Is it reality or fantasy? Only you can decide.
Oh, wow.
One of the greatest stories of all time. The fulfilling of a destiny set in time and bonded to a world of all those who will always believe. Call your local comic book stores and ask them, do you have that Warrior? Always believe the believers at Ultimate Creations, Inc.
Wow. Beautiful stuff. Really. By the way, the first issue of the Ultimate Warrior comic book did not hit shelves. It might have came out a little bit earlier than this based on how bookstores used to work, but It was dated May of 1996, so maybe it was on shelves by like March or April, but it did not make the January date that he was hoping for. And the comic, I believe, only lasted 5 issues, if I'm correct. So not a very popular thing, and I feel like
it was too intense.
Maybe the person that bought the most issues was Vince McMahon, because Warriors suckered him into signing him back for whatever amount of money he gave to him, and then he had to buy like X amount of issues of his Ultimate Warrior comic. So 5 issues lasted, and
I found the exact date.
What's the date?
September 22nd, 1995.
There it is. We got it. 1995.
Good job, Greg.
All right. Well, I know my random wrestling history. That is a very interesting pieces of paper. I wonder how much you could get for that if you wanted to get rid of it. Bet you there's a big Ultimate Warrior fan out there. Oh, it came with like a little order form too.
Wow. Workout video, poster calendar, poster of him on a Harley, Warrior University t-shirt, workout belt, hat, collector t-shirt.
That's the hat you can wear both forwards and backwards, which is why it's $20.
Yeah. It would have only been 10 had you only been able to wear it one way. But
yeah. Well, thank you for finding that in the Aaron Bauer archives.
Yeah, that's really cool. You know what? I did find my membership card to WWF fan club.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I want to say that was in the 90s, probably 94, something like that.
That sounds about right. Did you also get like a tape with theme songs in the mail? I know that was one of the things you got with the fan club, which I was always jealous about because that's around the time where you can't really get the theme songs and shit.
Right. I thought that was great. I remember Doink's music was on there. Razor's music was on there. So a lot of good stuff.
Walking around the house listening to Doink's theme.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh boy. Wow. Okay. Well, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to fantasy book a little bit of AJ Styles' final year in the WWE when we come back here on Iron on Wrestling. Guys, I am in the midst of week 2 of the first phase of my Vincent Nothing specialized workout. And I'll be honest, even though I believe in Vincent Nothing, who has been a certified strength and conditioning coach, a certified personal trainer for over 20 years, the idea of doing single arm exercises for myself using minimal weight, in my case, my right arm, my disabled arm, can't do more than like 15 pounds, depending on the exercises. In some cases, it's like 5 or 8 pounds. But I got to tell you, with the slow and controlled movements, with the videos that Vince has made for me, it has made my workout not only easy, but challenging in the sense that like I'm actually breaking a sweat. I'm actually feeling really sore, which I did not expect with the minimal weights, and the workouts are quick. That being said, my workout plan is similar to the specialized training program that Vince took weeks, months to create, specifically not just for athletes, but for the average human being, men, women, it doesn't matter. Essentially, he created a strength program suitable for beginners and advanced athletes, expertly laid out that you can just follow along with. It's not just a workout program. It's an athletic and aesthetic program perfect for wrestlers, athletes, and anyone who just wants to look good, but also be able to perform as well. It's a 4-month of phased workouts plus over 85 tutorial videos and extras. 4 months, and it includes conditioning, core, mobility, nutrition, and supplement advice. And listen, watching these videos, being able to follow along with Vince while he does these things, it makes it that much easier. It's step-by-step instructions written out, but also the videos, it goes the extra mile. So if you're looking for a specialized program that can change your life, because listen, working out and listening to Vince's advice for years has legitimately changed my life, all you got to do is reach out. The whole program, 4 months of phased workouts plus over 85 tutorial videos, all for $75. That's right, $75. So what are you waiting for? Contact Vincent Nothing right now at vincentnothing13@gmail.com. That's vincentnothing13@gmail.com. Ask him for the phased workout training program, and he will hook you up. You won't regret it. Vincent Nothing doesn't play games, and you ain't going to be playing games with this workout. You're going to get it done.
I tried to play a game once.
Okay. It's Halloween. Is this like a Saw thing you're about to do, or?
No. I went to play a game, and Vincent Nothing prevented me from doing that. She said he doesn't play games. So I didn't want to play games either. I just wanted to work out. And I'm glad that we're on his program, but there's another guy that helps me work out too. He's providing me with all the supplements and nutrients that I need.
Who's that?
His name is Juan of the Ortiz.
What?
Yeah, it's this new thing he's doing.
He's in the supplement business?
Yeah.
I feel like you're naming the wrong person. Is the CTE kicking in from all those rod power bombs?
I just wanted to tell you that Mike over at TNT Health, he's been doing a good job for us.
I would say so.
Always there. Any time at night. If I send him, because sometimes I stay up late and things be going through my head, and I'm like, maybe I should alter my calorie intake. Maybe I should do this, do that, lift a little bit like this, and Mike will get right back to me and say, that's a foolish idea. Why would you ever think of doing anything like that? Or he might tell me, hey, that's not bad. I hadn't thought of it that way. Let's go ahead and try that.
Yeah, he's a very open-minded guy, that Mike. And also, a lot of these supplements that he sells over at TNT-health.com are actually some of the supplements that Vincent Nothing recommends in his phased workout program, including but not limited to things like creatine, which I use all the time, glutamine, which I use all the time post-workout to help me with my muscle recovery, which I definitely need it now doing Vincent Nothing's workout more than ever. The protein, which Vince would appreciate because it's organic, vanilla protein, very low in calories, perfect
and it's
mix
got
in
that
just
hoodia.
water. It does got the hoodia. See what I did there? Is a shout out to Master P. There are great supplements over at TNT-health.com for anything you need in your health and fitness journey. It's free to look, but if you buy anything, whether it be pre-workout, post-workout, everything in between, 10% off you get by using promo code IRONON. That's IRONON. Iron On. Save 10% on everything on their website. So do yourself a favor. Go to TNT-health.com. Look around. Use our promo code. Buy some stuff, because you're not just buying supplements, you're buying results. And Mike will be with you every step of the way. He'll help you track your macros, your overall nutrition. He's going to help you meet the needs and get the things that you need for the goals that you want to achieve. TNT-health.com. Because at TNT Health, it's about your health today, not tomorrow. You did mention Juan Ortiz, though.
I did.
He's a good buddy.
Yeah. He's one of my best buddies of all time. I'd rank him right up there with, God.
Like the God?
Yeah. So like it's like I'm friends with God, I'm friends with Juan. The only difference is God don't make designs like Juan does.
I mean,
I heard God has some of Juan's designs.
Is that so?
Yeah. They're rebranding Heaven, so more clouds.
What? Why a rebrand all of a sudden?
Well, it's
Just
been
too boring.
It's been 2.5 million years. It's time to, everything's changing. The climate. I don't know the prices of everything.
And this is being felt in heaven.
Yes.
The price, like there's tariffs in heaven.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. When it rains, you know who pays for that? Guys like you and me.
They're affected by rain while they're on clouds.
Yeah. Well, who wouldn't be?
It rains up.
Well, when you're in heaven, it rains supreme.
Okay. Well, Juan Ortiz, currently every major world champion, every company, Juan Ortiz currently has it for a client, or he's had as a client in the past.
That's unbelievable.
That's legit. That's too legit to quit. And why get your designs from anybody else? Your design for yourself, something to hang in your house, to give to a friend or loved one, something to put on a T-shirt, maybe a logo for your big or small business. Juan Ortiz can do it all. He's been in this business for like 20 years, and he's willing to serve you just because he's serving some of the biggest clients in the professional wrestling industry. Doesn't mean that he doesn't have affordable rates for yourself. And if you would like something created by Juan Ortiz and Of the Dead Designs, you can get $20 off on your first design just by mentioning this show, Iron on Wrestling. So go find Juan Ortiz right now. Give him a message over at Of the Dead Designs on Instagram, facebook.com/ofthedeaddesigns, or go to his website, ofthedead.weebly.com, because Of the Dead Designs is bringing artwork to life.
And Juan is going to weeble the shit out of you, Guzzle Boy.
Okay, I'm not. Why do you gotta call me Guzzle Boy?
Well, that's what you like to be called, I'm pretty sure.
I never.
It's on the back of your tights.
That's not true. And we're back, and we are going to try to just banter a little bit here, because, this past weekend at Crown Jewel in Perth, we got to watch an historic final match between John Cena and AJ Styles. And we've got a few more matches left with John Cena. We're going to talk about the whole pay-per-view in depth over on Patreon. But, time is running out for AJ Styles too. We don't know what it's going to look like in the next calendar year, but we do know that AJ has said on record that next year is his last year as an active wrestler. And so it got me to thinking, what are they going to do for AJ Styles in 2026? Will they give him a full year like they did John Cena? Perhaps maybe will this culminate at WrestleMania? I don't know. Now, AJ's birthday is in June. He will be 49. AJ has said that he will not wrestle at the age of 50. So one would have to assume that he's not going to run it down to the wire, and he's going to end it at some point in 2026. Aaron, if you're booking AJ Styles, are you doing it like John Cena's farewell tour? Do you think this is the new business model? And if so, what is it going to look like?
I'd be interested to see how, consecutive years go for a farewell tour. But we kind of saw that with Sting, right? In TNA.
Yeah, in TNA?
Or what's that?
AEW.
Yeah. So we kind of saw that there. And I don't know, the countdowns work for me. It's fun. Outside of Cena's whole year being screwed up, this was a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I do like the idea that we don't just have to say goodbye once. We can say goodbye a bunch of times in multiple different scenarios. We can say goodbye to multiple different stories and matches and segments, and it makes it feel bigger. And I do feel like you could cash in on that a little more. Obviously it wasn't done that way because you knew he wasn't going to lose until WrestleMania. But when you think back to the Ric Flair storyline, when they were doing that back in 2008, the idea being that the first match that Rick loses, he has to retire. You knew he wasn't going to lose on a random Monday Night Raw You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, or he's not going to lose the MVP at the Royal Rumble. But it did make that time period a little bit more special, knowing that even though you knew it was probably going to pay off against someone at WrestleMania, this is probably the last time at a Royal Rumble you're going to see Ric Flair. This is probably one of the last times in this town for Monday Night Raw you're going to see Ric Flair. And, with the John Cena tour, again, as you mentioned, and as we've talked about on the show, even though it's been booked poorly since the shocking heel turn, the babyface portion of it near the end here has given us a few good matches, and I'm excited to see how it ends. But, I think the AJ Styles retirement needs to be a whole tour, but also, geez, I hope they really start booking him closer to the top, or at least in things that matter a little bit more. As we watched on Raw this past Monday, he's going to be in a random tag match, him and Dragon Lee versus the Judgment Day for the tag titles. He just got done wrestling John Cena. It was almost like, well, we got to get this John Cena AJ Styles match out of the way, and then we'll just put AJ back where he was at, So it's like, hopefully, as we know that his time is winding down, we put him in some more prominent scenarios. And it got me to thinking, if you're booking an AJ Styles farewell, you got to put him up against some of his more notable opponents. So who are you putting him up against? What are the scenarios here?
All right. Could we throw out some hypotheticals too?
Sure.
Like some guys that maybe aren't there but could end up there or working.
Sure. Why not? Listen, everybody in the crowd after Crown Jewel, I don't know if you saw this, Triple H was at the press conference. They started singing Edge's theme song. They want John Cena to wrestle Edge, and Triple H just ignored it. It's like it would make sense. Of all the rivals, that's like the biggest rival for John Cena, and we're not going to get that, so that sucks.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not even really craving their matches, though. Like a return to that feud.
You must have just not paid attention to that 2006 feud, because it was good.
I mean, the coolest part was when Edge cashed in.
I don't know about that, because they're two matches that they had back-to-back at SummerSlam that year in 2006 and Unforgiven 2006. They did a TLC match. And the way they did the story was the SummerSlam, I think they had...
Oh, Bret Hart?
Yeah, the SummerSlam, they had... It was in Boston,
mm-hmm.
So you would have thought that John was going to win, and
right.
Edge ended up winning the championship.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next month they were in Toronto, so you would have thought, especially in a TLC match, that Edge is going to win, but no, John Cena does the big spot where he does the FU, I think it was still the FU at that point. He does the FU through like 2 tables off the top of the ladder to Edge, and they did some good shit in 2006 for sure.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm a little more disenfranchised with Edge lately. The Cope or whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't been a big fan of his, I almost said TNA again, AEW run.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I'm not looking forward to it. It'd be nice to wrap everything up, put a nice little bow on it with Edge and John Cena. Maybe that's how it can end. John Cena has his match with Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe John goes over. And all of a sudden, Edge's music starts to play.
I mean, that'd be cool.
And he comes out with the briefcase.
Okay, yeah.
He's not cashing in for a championship.
Yeah.
He wants that last match. I don't know, but if we're going to get back to AJ Styles here, I would like to see AJ Styles and Y2J.
Yeah. Yeah, that would actually...
They were a team for a minute, right?
Literally,
AJ or
literally a minute. It was 1 week.
Yeah.
It was like one episode of Raw.
Enough for them to print up a bunch of shirts.
I don't even think they actually sold those. I think it might have been just a shirt that got made.
I think they printed them, and then I think they dropped them off over some poverty-stricken country. You know how they do with like so
the World Series shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because one time on eBay, as a joke, I found a Cleveland Indians 1997 World Series champion shirt but it was like $150 and it was a large. I'm like, it's not worth it for the joke.
No.
If I could find it for 50 or less, I would have bought it.
And you could make it.
It
would be really cool to have the original.
Yeah.
But not for 150.
Right. But I think actually him and Jericho should probably be near the top of the list. That's really the first prominent feud that AJ had. And also, if not for Jericho, so the story goes, we probably wouldn't have got the Styles Clash on TV. You remember that story?
Right.
The idea being that Vince had heard that it was kind of unsafe and guys had gotten hurt from it. But, that's their own fault because your instinct with taking a bump is to tuck your chin. And so there have been guys over the years, including probably the more notable one on WWE TV was when James Ellsworth did it. And Ellsworth went to tuck his chin, and AJ basically saved his life by stopping the momentum a little bit and holding him a little higher as he's going so as not to break Ellsworth's neck. He doesn't need a broken neck on top of a missing chin, so kudos to AJ Styles for that. But, I think Jericho would be a great one. I mean, a standard, basic match I think you get out of that. Maybe you can get a couple matches out of that one. I do think the guy he debuted against in the Rumble and also one of his better matches at the time when they ended up wrestling for the WWE Championship, I think AJ and Roman Reigns is a given, if you recall, AJ was number 4 in that 2016 Royal Rumble, and Roman was the guy in the ring. That was the first person he squared off against, and I do believe whatever that
was 2016?
2016, dude.
Whoa,
Isn't
that's
that
almost like 10 years?
What is time, dude? He's been in WWE longer than he was in TNA.
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's fucking crazy, dude.
My mind is blown, yo.
But one of Roman's best first matches where I was like, that was probably one of his best matches was against AJ when they wrestled for the championship. It might have been like whatever the April pay-per-view was after WrestleMania, like Extreme Rules or
right.
whatever it was. It was really, really good. So I definitely think, Jericho, you got to do Roman. I mean, I feel like you at least bring in James Ellsworth for a cameo.
No, thanks.
I think you have
Okay.
to. Like, I don't think you're doing a James Ellsworth match,
No.
but I think you're getting that cameo because if you go back to 2017 SmackDown, 2018 SmackDown, whatever time frame that was, for a couple months, AJ wrestled him like 3 times. It was a big deal. They main evented SmackDown for the WWE Championship. Like, I think it's a thing.
I can't
to
believe
do.
AJ held the title that early in his career too.
I think within the first year he had it.
That's wild.
Yeah, because I mean he was feuding with. I think when he did, I think it was 2016 SummerSlam that he wrestled Cena. So within the first year,
he beat Cena for the title.
I'll have to.
Here I was thinking he beat Nakamura, but
I don't think he beat. I think he beat Ambrose for the title.
okay.
I don't think he. I mean, he might have beat Cena for the title again. I'll have to look it up, but I want to say that first title win was against Dean Ambrose.
All right. I got Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles is a match I'd like to see.
That'd be great.
Right?
That'd be great.
As long as Ray's back to being Ray, and yeah, man, I think that'd be. I think maybe we could get AJ and Ray against Dom and Finn or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
And then I don't know if it's a miscommunication or if it's just after the babyfaces win, they turn to each other and AJ's like, I don't have much time left. You're the one I want to face.
Yeah.
My own partner.
That'd be cool. It was Dean Ambrose, by the way, that AJ Styles won his first WWE Championship from at Backlash 2016. So again, within less than a year, and I believe Backlash that year was September or October. They did not do it immediately after WrestleMania.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because Backlash seems to always, they called it WrestleMania Backlash for a little bit.
Right. Yeah. I think it's, you had mentioned him for a second here. I think it's a layup to do him and Shinsuke. And Shinsuke's got to bring back the nut shot for the feud for sure. You remember when they were feuding where people were making up the lyrics of his song, like whatever the Japanese lyrics are, like, I'm going to punch you in the nuts. Like, come on, man. So stupid. I will say, though, man, it just, dude, like, Shinsuke should have won the championship during that feud. Like, that story, that, like, not AJ's fault, but the fact that Shinsuke didn't go over, that killed off Shinsuke. To this day, he's been suffering because of that feud with AJ, because it's like, if there was ever time to pull the trigger, it was then, because that's the same year that he won the Royal Rumble. And that was Holy shit. Dude, that was 2018. 2018, and Shinsuke's still drifting around doing basically nothing for the last 7 years.
Oh, man.
Isn't that depressing?
Yeah, kind of a waste for Shinsuke.
Yeah, a big waste.
I mean, but he's making money, and he's not even on TV that often, so.
That's true.
You
They
know,
just brought him back
maybe
for the Sami Zayn thing this
Yeah,
past week.
that was weird. It was out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see those two team together.
Yeah.
Could you see Sami Zayn and AJ Styles?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds great. AJ comes out as well, here I am looking way into the future, like as if dude still holds the title. But if Sammy still holds the title, and then he's having that open challenge, and it's AJ that comes out.
Detour real quick. There's been rumors online that, Sammy's doing this U.S. title challenge, and they're running with him with the belt because they're using this as almost like a litmus test to see if maybe perhaps Sammy has what it takes to maybe be the guy who wins the Rumble next year. And I don't know if the Sammy momentum is what it was a couple years ago that he could win the Rumble. I mean, it could be different. If you could definitely do something to build him up right before the Rumble where you're like, oh, I think it's going to be Sammy. But are people going to be interested in it? Are we too far gone from pushing Sammy towards that opportunity? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm okay with Sammy being the runner-up because it's still going with the story. Like, oh, he had no chance, and then he defeated Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, which was a great match.
Yeah,
really great because remember, people were against that because of they thought, well, what the fuck? It should be Chad Gable.
Yeah.
And then Chad Gable was basically like Sammy's Mickey for some reason going in that match. And it was incredible. It could have easily main evented that night of WrestleMania for sure.
Yeah, Sammy was white hot. I mean, but Sammy was excellent in that role with the Bloodline.
Yeah, 100%.
And then to go back and look and see that Sammy and the Usos were doing the same like handshakes and stuff back then.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Long-term storytelling. You're not going to get a match, but AJ's got to do something with Undertaker on camera.
I thought the same thing, but what do we do?
I don't know. Because
AJ Styles has his own interview segment. That would be terrible.
maybe it's something where, like, I could see something like, only because he's the only guy doing an interview show recently, I could see Grayson Waller having AJ on the segment or whatever, talking shit to him. Maybe Grayson's with the New Day, okay? And they have AJ out there. They're going to fucking talk shit or whatever. And, I mean, this is typical WWE booking because some people are going to hear this and go like, well, why would you book it like that? What's the payoff? But the payoff is the moment because you're not going to get the match.
Mm-hmm.
Undertaker comes out while they're talking shit to AJ. They're about to beat his ass. It's Undertaker and AJ Styles standing opposite against Grayson Waller and New Day. And they do some bullshit where they have to take out fucking, both members of New Day. And then they take out Grayson last. Maybe Undertaker hits the chokeslam or some shit. And him and AJ have this moment. You know what I mean? Sort of the acknowledgement of, because again,
double chokeslam on the New Day and Styles Clash on, who's the other guy?
Grayson Waller. Yeah. And
something like that.
And because,
Everybody's happy.
We didn't get it in front of a live crowd, but that was Undertaker's last match with AJ Styles. And honestly, damn, it's so unfortunate that didn't happen in front of a live crowd, because if there's anybody who could have gotten one last good live match out of The Undertaker, I really believe it was AJ Styles.
I think you're right.
Yeah. But,
I wasn't a big Boneyard fan.
Yeah, I remember.
Match
I remember us talking about it. You did not like that. I was like, well, that was really the only thing from that WrestleMania. Both nights, the only thing you can go back and watch really are those cinematic matches. Everything else is just like, I don't want to go back and watch Rhea versus Charlotte. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I like your idea. I like the whole thing. If we could get who's Bray Wyatt's brother? Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas.
If we could have him do the Firefly Funhouse, and then you bring everybody in that way.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that too. You know who I have?
Who you got?
I have Chad Gable.
Okay.
But I also have Kurt Angle because of that. Maybe there's like a square off. I don't think Angle's doing anything anymore.
No.
But if he were to be able to wrestle, I mean, It's a chance to make up for that Baron Corbin shit.
True, for sure. But I think at the very least we get a segment.
Yeah.
You know, because Kurt Angle was one of AJ's greatest opponents, and we know we're not shy to acknowledge TNA now. Like, you couldn't have acknowledged TNA any more than they did this weekend. You know, with AJ's introduction, AJ himself sort of acknowledged TNA. Like, if you're a longtime fan, you know, that outfit he wore was a TNA outfit. He wore that in TNA. In fact, it was used for cover art for a fantasy match between AJ Styles and John Cena on an issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated when he was still in TNA, like the what if TNA versus WWE. But, you know, enough of that. I mean, what's up? We going to get Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles? We want to go back to that?
Yeah.
Remember that was the thing that happened?
Yeah, Shane could put his best in the world title on the line.
Oh, God.
Was that what it was? Best in the world?
I don't know if that was for the title, but he definitely did that around that time.
He won that whole tournament, right?
Yeah.
Shane McMahon, greatest wrestler of our time.
That was a Saudi thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Not one classic event has come out of that Saudi pay-per-view. I swear to God.
There was like a tournament, and he didn't wrestle in any of the matches. And somebody was hurt or something, and so then Shane filled in for him because he was the GM of SmackDown?
Something like that. Like maybe Miz was hurt, or someone was hurt against the Miz. I don't remember. Whatever the case is, again, name one Saudi pay-per-view in its entirety that you walked away from like, God damn, that was a classic.
Yeah.
All those shows are like the fucking $1 billion equivalent to like some guy funding an indie show where it's like, well, we got to do what this guy wants because he's fucking paying for it. So we just got to make him happy. And we can do a couple things that we like.
It's almost like karma when they go there because like they come back, all this money, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Kane, Undertaker, have the worst train wreck dog shit match of all time to tarnish all their legacies.
Again, my favorite part of that whole fuck up match is the fact that Kane's mask fell off. Never in the history of his career has his mask ever just fell off. But in the one match where he's managing to have maybe his worst match of all time, he's like, you know what? Icing on the cake. The fucking mask is going to fall off too. That's what the universe was saying. But what other AJ Styles matches we got here?
I want to see AJ Styles versus L.A. Knight.
Well, again?
Yeah. Well, I will fuck you up.
little shoot match action.
That's all I want. I want the shoot match. I don't want the fucking in-ring.
AJ Styles may or may not know that it's supposed to be a work shoot. Oh, man. God, what a story that is. Basically, long story short, if you go back and watch the footage of LA Knight and AJ Styles having that little squabble, that little fizzite, the night before WrestleMania a couple years ago, LA Knight tried to start doing a work shoot that only he knew he was going to do and didn't smarten AJ Styles up to.
I just can't believe that's a real thing.
Which is why it looks really really bad, and there's no security guards.
Nobody knew to run in.
Except for one old guy who's like the legit security guard. He's like, guys, save it for the ring. Like, it's really awkward.
You know what they needed? They needed Boone.
I think he was too busy getting poon. That was the problem with that.
Or eating shrooms.
On
his pizza.
What? Yeah, he does like the mushrooms on his pizza. That's what I hear. I don't know. I mean, in a perfect world, we get Samoa Joe out of his contract and we do AJ and Joe, right? That's the thing that happens.
That's great. Storied history there.
Yeah.
Storied rivalry.
I don't think that would happen though. But I mean, also, if you could get Bryan to come out of retirement, you get Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. The one match that we could get, which we just got for the first time a few weeks ago on Raw, so maybe we have to do something a little bit different. Maybe we got to put a stip with it. Maybe we got to put a little bit of a story with it. CM Punk and AJ Styles. We got to do that. I have
that written down here. Yep.
We got to do that. What young guy or guys is AJ going to work with on the way out to kind of elevate them a little bit?
Dude, we talked about him earlier, but Ethan Page.
Okay, yeah.
I'd like to see Braun Breaker and AJ Styles.
Okay. Yeah, if Ethan Page gets the call up, that for sure is something you got to do. Selfishly, I'd like to see AJ and Johnny. That happened
I
a couple
have
times
that
on
down.
the Indies. You know what I mean?
Yep.
AJ and Tomasso could be really fucking good.
I managed Johnny on one of those shows.
If we could do some sort of tag match where it's AJ and somebody versus the Motor City Machine Guns, I think that would be fucking sick.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think of them. I thought of AJ with those fucking guys that he's always with.
Bullet Club?
Yeah.
Gallows
Luke
and
Gallows
Anderson.
and Carl Anderson.
Yeah.
And AJ Styles 6-man against like DIY, and they got to have a partner. It's got to be somebody glorious. How about Bobby Roode?
Oh, another TNA match.
Yeah.
Wow. What a
What's
booker you
Roode's
are.
deal? Just retired, or
He's an agent.
yeah, I know that, but like, is he?
I mean, he still looks good.
Missing a leg, or
No, he showed up on that NXT show a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know what
yeah,
that
that's
was,
right.
for a cameo where they forgot to mic the crowd, so he
Yeah.
they panned over to him and he was like acting like he was like going to get a loud cheer, but then he didn't. It was just awkward, and they were on him for too long because again they didn't mic the crowd in with the promo, so that was awkward. But yeah, I forgot Bobby Roode is there. We should definitely do that. Try to think. What?
Here's a new one.
What do you got?
Sting's son. So he just
Oh.
made his debut.
Oh,
I just
okay.
want to see it.
They're randomly going to sign him up and
Well, they
do
don't
that.
have to. It could be a WWE ID match,
Sure.
or it could take place in the Performance Center.
Hmm.
I just think that's a cool thing. Like
Yeah.
AJ and Sting's son. And if Sting's son is ever going to have a chance of, having a really good match, it'd be with AJ Styles.
Yeah, I agree with that. Any other young guys we want to see AJ get in the ring with?
I got an old guy,
What do you got?
Jerry Lynn.
Wow. I mean, I would love that, but I don't.
No, it can't happen, I don't think. But Jerry Lynn and AJ Styles was the feud in TNA when I was there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was one of the first. That was like one of the first X Division feuds that I was aware of.
Yeah.
When I started watching TNA, because I didn't watch the first pay per view. I was following along with like magazines, and my buddy was running in them. But the first show I watched, I'm pretty sure I got an AJ Styles Jerry Lynn match, and I was like, oh man, my mind's blown. I can't believe I get to see Jerry Lynn again on TV. I was pretty pumped. I had something and now it's left my brain. I don't know.
I think I'd like to see AJ Styles against the gay community.
The gay community. I think we got to do. Fuck. I don't know if I want to say this now or I want to say like, what if we built to something to where this could be AJ's last match? Because honestly, I don't think it's the first thing you would think of when you think of AJ Styles' last match, but it could do wonders for this person who is going to be a main event guy. It's just a matter of time and positioning. But I think if he could defeat AJ Styles, it could be something that he can rest his hat on. Jacob Fatu. We got to do Jacob Fatu versus AJ Styles because that'd be fucking sick. And I do think that with the right story, that could be a last match scenario. There might be a bigger name that you could put AJ with instead. But I feel like if we're going to put someone over, kind of like, potentially they're doing John Cena and Gunther, which, by the way, in a different world, I think Jacob, if he wrestles AJ in a last match, he beats him. But I think because of John Cena's story being booked so poorly, he has to win his last match. I feel like you can't beat John Cena on the way out because, like, we've just had so much sadness with his heel turn. I understand that, like...
You think it's going to come down to John's call?
Not necessarily, but also, like, I don't know. If I'm booking... I think John would want to lose, but if I'm booking, I would book John to win because it's just been... It's been a lackluster... It had a lackluster start, right? Actually, it had a good start, and then we had that detour with the heel turn. And it was like, okay, whatever.
But it was real exciting for a minute because it was like, okay, we finally got heel Cena, and who do we want to see him wrestle, as a heel?
Yeah.
And we got our Randy Orton. That was great.
Yeah, that was different for sure.
Punk. Well,
and that was probably his best heel match with Punk, by the way, because he wasn't trying to wrestle like piece of shit heel John Cena, who sucks. So that made it a little bit better. But I don't think you could. I think it's dumb to beat Cena on the way out because like I look at it like this. Some wrestling purists are going to look at it like, well, you got to put over the guy on the way out. But like, I don't know. It has happened in big superhero movies. But do you want to see the superhero movie where at the end the hero loses and that's it? You know what I mean? Like, we're not coming back for a sequel. We know that this is like the end. Like, there's no chance that, because I do think John Cena is a man of his word. When he says this is it, that's it. It's not like he loses this retirement tour and then comes back for redemption in a couple years.
Right.
It's over. And I think you don't end this movie, this superhero movie, with the superhero dead and on his back and defeated. I think John Cena has to walk away with the victory because it doesn't hurt Gunther.
No, they'll shake hands afterwards because whether Gunther's a heel or not, that's what he does.
Yeah.
And everything will be fine.
And he could say that he took John Cena to his absolute limit in his final match.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just as good as like, for years, like Triple H, for months, Triple H was able to walk around and say that he retired Mick Foley, right? Like that was a big deal and that helped elevate Triple H, but he needed that credibility. Gunther is already credible. He doesn't need to beat John Cena. All he needs to do is give John Cena one great final match, and I think he could do that. So for
he could come out the next day on Raw or whenever it is and say, I beat John Cena so bad. I heard he was going to call off the retirement. He's going to come back for you people one more year.
Yeah.
But I beat him so bad he'll never be back. You know,
and there's even the threat of like leading up to the match. Gunther saying something about Cena and how like the last old guy he retired was Goldberg. So guess what, John Cena, you're next, right? Like Gunther gets to take that and say it. But if you're booking AJ Styles' last match, who is it against? One more match.
John Cena. Oh no, I don't know who the last one. I guess I'd have to say it'd have to be like Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I guess if we're not getting Braun and Cena, we could do a Braun and AJ Styles. We should go back. We'll come back to
this. Did we ever have Gunther and AJ Styles? Not that I want that to be his last match, but that's got to be on the road.
I don't know if it happened. I don't remember it.
No, I think we would know. We
got to team AJ with Omos one more time.
Yes.
That was a big part of his run, honestly. Yep. I mean, they had that tag team title run. But yeah, Braun Breaker and AJ Styles, I think that could be a big deal, especially if you consider, like, look, this past week on Raw, Braun Breaker made the call to turn on Seth Rollins. Obviously, he's going to be a future world champion, maybe sooner rather than later. I think if the things keep going the way they're going as far as this weekend, I could easily see Roman Reigns and Braun Breaker at WrestleMania, spear versus spear, that whole deal. So I think it could be a pretty credible thing with Braun probably already in the main event to do Braun Breaker versus AJ Styles. Maybe in the scenario that perhaps maybe we should have done with John Cena to better build up his 17 title run. It's like his last match is for the title. Like, can he win the championship? You know what I mean? We sort of did that with Goldberg, I guess, but I feel like we got AJ more often, and we could just build that a little better. I feel like.
Who's the Intercontinental Champion?
Dom, who AJ has been feuding with for 3 months.
Right. So now that we go away from that, we come back to it. Again, this is a year down the road, so maybe Dom's not the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see AJ win the title in his last match, retire, take the title with him. You just have one less title for a while, and they end up figuring a way to bring it back.
I don't know why we need 2 world titles anyways.
Two world titles, 2 secondary titles?
Yeah.
I'd like them to take one of the secondary titles, one of the world titles away. I'd like to have 6-man tag team championships.
I'd be okay with that if they had less titles in general. Yeah.
And then you get your guys like a Grayson Waller or somebody, or an Austin Theory into the mix on one of those 6-mans, and now you're building them up in a different way.
I don't think you need more than like, if you're going to do two separate quote-unquote brands,
Yeah.
I still think, to this day, the best way that it was done was when they first did the brand split back in 2002.
Rotating?
You put the world champion goes to both shows. They would do a thing where it wasn't said, but, like, the champion would be in, like, a little feud for a little bit with someone on one of the shows. And then on the other show, they would build that feud towards the pay-per-view, okay? So the champion was kind of a traveling champion, for lack of a better term. Then you had your Intercontinental title and eventually the U.S. title by 2003. So 2 mid-card titles, 2 tag titles. You had 1 women's champion because she was still like a traveling thing too. Mm-hmm. And then you had the cruiserweight title. That's really that's it, right? And you don't even need a cruiserweight title now, because the reason why 205 Live didn't work is because everybody in the goddamn main event does everything the cruiserweights do. We saw fucking Cody and Seth do a Spanish fly off the top rope. I don't need to see someone my size do it. Sorry, we don't need it. I mean, there's a spot for those guys on the show for sure, but it doesn't need to be for a championship. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that. So, yeah, AJ Styles in his final match against Braun Breaker. Is that where we're going?
I like that. I think Braun's going to be around for a long time.
I think so too.
I mean, barring, some crazy shit happens where, I don't know, he blows up in a limousine or something.
Can't have that. But anything else you want to add to this AJ Styles 2026 World Tour? Does it go all the way to the end of 2026?
Yes.
Okay.
And then New Year's Eve is his last match.
Oh, wow. At the stroke of midnight.
Yeah. Speaking of stroke.
Okay. We're not, no. What? Not talking. Is that because, did you hear that Michael Tarver had a stroke recently? Why did you laugh when I said that?
Because I thought you said Michael Harvey.
Who's Michael Harvey?
And I didn't know, so I thought it was
Michael Tarver.
Yeah.
Recently had a stroke.
Yeah. I remember him.
Yeah.
Well, I wish him the best.
Same. I do. Hopefully makes you a full recovery. God
bless.
Yeah. Well, that's how he likes to send all of his tweets to people when he's like arguing with them on Twitter. You know what I mean? But I as a stroke victim, I don't want to see that happen to anybody.
Right.
But yeah, we have a long, illustrious past. But what a weird way to end the show. Thanks for making the stroke reference.
No, you know what I think would be a great match?
What's that?
Great final match. AJ Styles, Michael Tarver. So we never know. Maybe we'll get it.
Well, he might be making a new rap song, though. Michael Tarver.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a busy guy. Hey, that's it for this week. We're going to do more stuff over on patreon.com/IronWrestling.
Hey, let us know. Who did we forget? Because, I mean, there could be... I would like to see Ron Killings and AJ Styles.
What's up? So, yeah, remember when he, got released? Yeah. And then he came back and he cut his hair and he was, really, really over for, a week? And then he just became, goofy again?
Yep.
Good times. Patreon.com/IronWrestling for a buttload of bonus content starting at just $3. Sign up, support. It's the best way to support the show. And, if you're going to sign up over there, let us know what you want to see on the Patreon. Because, I'm the guy behind it. I can kind of make it happen. Follow us on social media at Iron on Wrestling. You can subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you download podcasts. Follow me on social media. I'm at Gregory Iron on Twitter, Gregory_Iron on Instagram, Facebook.com/TheHandicapHero. You can book me at handicaphero.com for motivational speaking, pro wrestling seminars, and, parties, whatever. Make a suggestion. You could probably book me for it within reason.
Hotel room wrestling?
That's not necessarily out of the question. Are you a girl who wants to do hotel wrestling? Maybe.
Are they ever girls that want to do hotel?
No, not one girl has ever requested to hotel wrestle me and give me a crushing body scissors and asked to work over my pecs with claw holds. So if you are a girl and you message me that and you offer a rate, that would be a first time. Actually, now that I said this, Aaron, I forgot something that we're going to do a bonus podcast about.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was sent a tip from one of our Patreon subscribers this week. I'm not going to say who. He probably doesn't care, but we'll talk about it over on Patreon specifically. Do you remember Maria Manic?
Yes.
We're going to talk about the whereabouts of Maria Manic in a Patreon exclusive bonus episode. Maria Manic had a lot of buzz for a little bit. Then she got into a relationship with Teddy Hart, and things got weird. And, well, we found where Maria Manic is, and it is a interesting story. So we're going to talk about that in a bonus on Patreon. We're also going to review Crown Jewel from Perth. We're going to review the TNA Bound for Glory pay-per-view as well. Some of the latest happenings in the wrestling world on TV and behind the scenes. And we're going to do a free bonus Q&A over on Patreon as well. And if you want to book me for Cameo, handicaptero.com. You can find my Cameo link there. ProWrestlingTees.com/Gregory Iron. And that's all I would like to plug. Aaron, what do you got?
Oh, I'm at Fair to Air on one of the social media networks out there. And I'm at Fair to Aaron at Instagram.
All right. That's it until next week. Hey, thanks for stopping by. And until then, if you can't get enough, if you can't wait, patreon.com. Check it out. And until next week, thanks for tuning in. Kiss goodbye.
Show me. Show me. We don't need to do this
What?
here.
Okay.
Yeah, show me. Come on, it is asked to walk out. Sunday. Yeah. Sunday tonight. You be a SmackDown pussy? You gonna be there?
Guys, save it for the ring.
I will fuck you up.
Just kiss me goodbye, please.